Welcome, welcome to the National State. Today we will deal a very important issue, the environmental crisis. Today we have two guests, Mr. Fierro and Mr. Salis.
Very grateful to have been invited to discuss a topic as important as this.
I think the same.
Let's go deep. What do you think about the United States having abandoned the Kyoto Protocol? The total elimination of the environmental process that Obama undertook in his mandate, and the landfill exports that the United States does to the countries in the process of development.
The dogma of Donald Trump's popularity is progress without the restrictions that is required. It can be a bad thing for the environment.
I do not think it's that serious. I think Trump is focusing on the economy.
By removing the limits, Trump is ignoring the health for environment.
I understand that global warming is something serious, but we must also take into account the responsibility of the president to take care of the economy of your country.
The environment has had a respite for many years. We can see it this time. This time. In addition, recently, Trump promised to make the America first energy plan that also seeks the country's energy independence, but uh, but denies the authority to the U.S. Federal government to impose national limits on polluting emissions.
That's right, but that new plan will reduce greenhouse gas emission compared to 2005 levels.
This amounts to reductions considerably lower than the one that the U.S. Should aim to achieve achieve the goal the goal of preventing temperature reaching above 2 degrees more than pre-industrial level.
I believe that such commitment was assumed by the US and most countries in 1992.
And they renew each year. But this is not the worst. The problem of plastic waste in the United States is worrisome. In 2014, less than 10% of the country's plastic products were recycled. A recent research says that almost 75% of all plastic ended up in landfills. So it was not no treated properly.
Similarly, exports of recyclable products to Malaysia increased by 273% in 1 year to reach 157,299 tons. Other measurements indicate that countries like Turkey and Canada are also accepting more plastic trash from the United States.
Yes, alright. The quality of life of citizens in developing countries is not good. Landfills make it worse. You have to find a measure so that the quality of life does not get worse.
At the moment, the quality of life is the least important. What matters most now is the environment. The latter is much harder.
When the motor of the cars does not have the limitation, the air of the cities will be great. Therefore, there will be a mass business to withstand the contamination.
The demand for masks would be so great that, thanks to this, we could reach the Foucault disciplinary society. It could also be that, due to the excess of protection against this climate conflict, there would be a global economic crisis.
Or also that due to excess pollutions, we ended up at the end of the world.